But I was telling these guys, still a lot of people I know. I know some moderate Republican guys. I know some Republican guys from the get rid of the social issues crowd. They're good guys. They're just their wives nag them about it and stuff. Just as soon not have to deal with it. And they were worried about, oh my gosh, what's this convention? I say, you guys haven't seen anything yet. The thing that nobody is expecting, Trump is going to put together a show like nobody has ever seen at a Republican convention. Instinctively, he's going to put together, he's going to take advantage. He knows that because it's his convention that the media is going to be forced to cover it much more than they otherwise would. And it's going to be one of the biggest extravaganzas, and it's going to present a different picture of from what the Republican Party usually presents to people. Usual Republican conventions all take place on the defense. A usual Republican convention is designed to show the audience that they are not what the media says about them, that they're not what Democrats say about them. And Trump doesn't have an ounce of that in his being. He has no shame about who he is. He doesn't feel like he's got to prove himself to anybody. He doesn't feel like he's got to answer critics all day long. It's going to be it's going to be a show. It's going to be extravaganzas, be total offense, if you want to look at it that way. And it's going to blow the roof. It's going to be unlike any convention that anybody's ever seen the Republican Party put on. And the reason I bring this up is because somebody's done a story about this. I thought I had this here at the top of the stack. Here it is, Politico. Donald Trump's gold-plated convention. The celebrity billionaire is revamping everything about the GOP's dog and pony show. Now, to give you an idea what I'm talking about, I want you to listen to the way Politico writes about the Republican Party here. Donald Trump has shoved just about every tradition in modern presidential politics out the window. And now he is preparing to trash one more tradition, the dog and pony show known as the Republican National Convention. Have you ever heard the Democrat convention referred to by anybody in the media as a dog and pony show? Obviously not. I mean, even by Politico standards, this is a bizarre open. They are angry that Trump is going to trash the GOP's usual dog and pony show. Maybe they don't realize that dog and pony is a contemptuous expression. Of course they do. And you compare, what do you think the Democrat convention is going to be with Hillary Clinton? They're going to have to give crazy Bernie some space. If they don't, there's going to be a riot. There may be a riot anyway at that convention, which will be its own attraction, by the way, one they don't want. But the Politico says from speaking slots to primetime moments reserved for himself, the TV celebrity and Manhattan billionaire is dealing directly in the details of his coronation as Republican nominee to maximize the drama and spectacle of the party's four-night convention. How scandalous. Could you believe this? The nominee is going to be in charge of his own convention? Why, whoever let that happen? And Trump plans to create news events, too. Really? At a Republican convention, the Politico is angry that Trump is going to create news events? Listen to this paragraph. Trump plans to create news events, too, not just line up speeches by up-and-coming members of the party. He's toying with unveiling a running mate at the convention rather than before. He's even considering whether to announce his would-be cabinet. One Trump campaign source told Politico, quote, announcing the vice presidential nominee before the convention is like announcing the winner of Celebrity Apprentice before the final show is on the air. Do you think one of Trump's sources actually said that? That could be one of these manufactured things. I doubt that a Trump aide compared announcing his VP to announcing the winner of Celebrity Apprentice. But I guess it's possible. Whereas the vice presidential nominee traditionally speaks on the third night of the convention, and the presidential nominee takes the stage on the fourth and final night, Trump is considering a scenario that puts him on stage all 4 nights, reaching millions of potential voters and driving ratings, according to one source. And then Politico reluctantly admits the convention will be the ultimate draw for the TV networks. And they hate that. Hillary Clinton all 4 nights of the Democrat convention would be a snoozer. Hillary Clinton all 4 nights of Democrat convention would drive audience away. I remember I was in San Francisco for the Democrat convention in 1984. What a miserable place. Not San Francisco, the convention. That was where Mario the Pious gave his great speech about the poor and the downtrodden. He was contrasting what he thought the real America was compared to Reagan's shining city on a hill. And he basically described a country that was nothing more than a homeless camp. And then the Reverend Dax also gave a stem winder. And they were just in tears, and they were just, it was totally devoted to misery and suffering. And there was Tip O'Neill, you know, the Speaker of the House is traditionally the chairman of the convention of both parties. And so Tip O'Neill was up there in the skybox at the convention, and he had the grand suite at the Fairmont Hotel. And then Tip O'Neill goes to the stage and starts talking about the upcoming Republican convention, where they're going to be arriving in limousines and mink coats drinking champagne, which is exactly what the Democrats were doing at their convention. Well, anyway, on the night that Walter F. Mondale was nominated, they had a camera in the Mondale hotel suite, and the entire Mondale family looked squeezed on a giant sofa in there. And when the convention officially nominated Mondale, he looked at his wife, or one of his daughters, it might have been Eleanor, who, by the way, was a frequent visitor to the Bill Clinton White House. And he said, let's go over there. Let's go over to the hall. And the family went, oh, because it was tough. I mean, with a nominee to go, it means traffic nightmares. So Mondale broke tradition and went to the convention the night he was nominated. In tradition, a nominee doesn't show up till the 4th night. That's always been true. So the political writing here, Trump's going to be part of this thing every night in prime time. Folks, I'm telling you, you have no idea what this is going to be. I don't know either. I'm just telling you. Intelligence guided by experience, this is going to be an over-the-top combination of things. It's going to have all the elements of a political convention, but it's going to have, obviously, a lot more.